Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called the emotional intelligence. The ingredients you need: mezcal, pineapple juice, fresh lime juice, agave syrup, and some tahini to rim for the cup. So you're going to rim your glass slightly with your tahini, and it's a little spicy. And you're going to shake your mezcal, your pineapple, your lime, and your agave with ice. Strain it over fresh ice. Garnish with the pineapple or a lime wheel. That sounds tasty and like a vacation. That's an emotional intelligence.
Welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys. I do wish I was on a vacation right now. Kiki said so.
I'm Medina Monroe, and it has been so long since I've been on a vacation. Sometimes I just have these little flashbacks of when I was just out here on everybody's boat. You ever just reminisce like, oh my gosh, life was so much fun before I started healing?
I was thinking back to like all of the drunken nights. I say this a lot, but that photo app on the phone, when it shows you the memories, I go through it most days. And when I see the memories, like I'll text people the pictures or the videos, and I'm just thinking about all of the moments. I was thinking about this one time I went to Aroma, RIP to Aroma. But I was in Aroma. I pre-gamed too hard. I was fucked up, but I made friends with these girls in the club in the section we were with. We were with a dude I was dating, and him and the girls helped me to the car. I had to take my ass home. I fell.
I was gonna say, is that when you fell on the hookah coals?
I fell sideways, knocked over multiple hookahs, had burns on my back and burned through my cheap-ass dress. And I stayed in there for a little while longer, and then I was like, okay, it's time to go. After my wings came, we all got wings and water, and we went to the truck, and we just waited for a while. We ate our food, and he came back. He was like, are you good? I said, no, need to go home. And that was it. But it was a good time, what I remember. And I just remember that phase of life. That era was a good era. I had so many good memories. Oh.
We had a lot of Compound hate to see us coming. Compound,
when
Velvet
I first
Room.
got here, I only got to go to Velvet Room once. I went with you when I first moved here. I think I only went once. And it was crazy that night. I can't remember who was there.
I just remember I used to be, during that phase, and I didn't know this, I used to be hanging out with some heavy hitters in Atlanta. And I didn't know it because I wasn't from Atlanta. I used to work on a street called Peter Street, y'all. So when I first came to Atlanta for school, I went to Clark Atlanta, if you're new here. I didn't really know. Sometimes I was in dangerous situations and just didn't know it. I didn't know Atlanta like that. And so I knew all of the people that like everybody really wanted to know. And I getting drunk and acting a fool. I don't know why people still kept inviting us out. I guess
I was thinking about that too. Like, how many times was I just drunk as fuck, embarrassing myself and everybody I'm with, and I would still get that invite. And it wouldn't even be the next weekend. It's the next day, because it was like every day there was somewhere to be, something to do.
And we were there. I was always like, sometimes when I go to places now, like I went to a red carpet a few weeks ago, and Prince, the owner of ATL Pics, was there taking pictures. And sometimes I'm like, does he ever just go through old photos of ATL Pics and be like, wow, RIP to her. She used to be drunk all the time. Now she a minister's wife. Like, I just wonder, like, does he look at people and see the growth? Yeah. Like, wow. Like, every time I see Prince, I just know Prince used to be like, hey, another nigga this week. Picture, like.
Yeah, like, get the fuck out of my face. You know I don't want a picture. You know I was just in here yesterday at the same spot, the same club, with a different nigga.
No. I used to be posing.
We don't need all these pictures. Only pictures with my favorite one, which might change every other week.
Yeah, but I need a vacation. I need a vacation.
When's the last time you had one? Like an actual
vacation? I don't know, friend.
I think mine was nearly a year ago. When I went to Texas. Where was that place? I think it was Washington, Texas. It's somewhere in between Houston and College Station, maybe. It was closer to College Station because I remember seeing whatever school that is, Texas A&M or whatever. But went for a friend's birthday, even though she's like, it's not for my birthday. It is for your birthday, girl. Your birthday is around this time. We are celebrating you, and we're gonna have fun. We went to the winery. That was such a good time. But I think that's the last time I just took a trip that felt like a vacation. We weren't staying at anybody's house. We had a spa weekend. We did the wine tasting. We went to some restaurants. We had girl talk. There was a friend that I've met her before, but we weren't really close. But it was nice just to talk to her more. That was a good time.
That's a good time. I've been thinking about in my Lover Girl group chat. Somebody sent in the group that there's a Black Napa week or something like that. Like there's it's like a thing, and I can't remember the name of it, but she sent the link, and I'm thinking about going if I can. I think there's so many things that I'm trying to accomplish and debt that I'm trying to pay off that I'm being an adult, and so I'm like, dang, is this in the budget? And so we'll see. I hope.
When is it? Do you remember?
I want to say did she say April? It's coming up, so I don't really know. But I told them I would try. But if not, I can't really count Thailand as a vacation, even though it won't be as strenuous as a Paradise and Vibe retreat. Sometimes I forget that like I get paid to travel, and so sometimes it's hard for me to pay to travel.
I totally understand. Totally understand. And it's different when you are obligated to do certain things, or you know that you need to be on, versus you can just go and be however you gonna be.
Right.
I'm going to Mexico this summer for a wedding, and I'm excited about that because it's in Cabo. I've never been to Cabo. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we're supposed to do a family vacation at the end of the year, but
we're supposed to do Disney. We're supposed to do Nantucket. I'm like, y'all.
What is the hold up when y'all try to plan family trips?
Here's what ends up happening.
Or the thing that makes it not happen, I guess I should say.
When I try to start organizing it in a way that's going to move us forward, the oldest gets an attitude. And it's like, well, you always make everything so it's not like it doesn't have
to about what?
I think just that I'm starting to make the plans, like organize what needs to be done, like coming up with like the number and like what we need to set aside, like just talking about it in a way where it's like for this to were we dreaming or do we really want to do it?
It like can actionable
happen.
Items.
Yeah, and so when I start talking like that, and then it's like the oldest is like, well, who do you think you are? Well, I think I'm a bitch just trying to get the trip done. Ooh. I don't say that. I don't say that. But in my mind, I just be like, oh, okay, so we was all just dreaming. So and then I just, if it's not organized, I tell everybody, y'all come up with these lavish trips. Why can't we just do something regular to really get it out the group chat?
I'm saying, or like when you ask questions, trying to like narrow down destinations, timelines, budgets, everything. And for me and my family, a problem has been people are trying to be flexible, which is nice in theory, but when you're trying to make a plan and you don't have a destination, you have to make decisions. It's not about hurting feelings or any of that, but you have to decide so that we can do like a majority rules type of thing, or nobody is interested in this, so we're absolutely not doing this. You should take a solo trip because you're literally the only person who wants this experience. That is an issue. And then budgeting, because it's like, okay, well, how much do y'all want to spend? There's somebody who is always wanting to go on, I won't even say a champagne trip. They just want a trip with something, but they want to pay nothing. And I'm just like, come on now. And then there's other people who try to be super flexible and they're like, oh, well, it's whatever. So then when I start throwing numbers out there, and sometimes I'll throw out outlandish numbers just to see, they're like, well, hold on, why is it that much? Exactly. That's why you need to tell me a budget. And when will you have the money? I'm not trying to count your pockets. I'm just trying to see if you're not ready to put a deposit down of at least $500 to hold whatever may need to be held right now or within the next 2 weeks, I need to know when everybody will, because that pushes everything out. And when you do a payment plan, it's not like you pay on it until you pull up to the hotel. You have to pay in advance for a lot of these things. And y'all not about to have me stuck outside of the resort or the activity. So I don't know. I took over planning. I have narrowed it down to a few destinations. I'm still waiting on some people to finalize some things, but I've been pulling quotes and everything. We'll see if it happens. My brother and this baby, he's acting like he's gone. I'm like, you're not going. But I'll still put him in the thing. I mean, I don't know. But I'm like, y'all need to be going because I want to uninvite him.
He might be going. And he might just leave her with the baby.
And then what if she just come and leave him with the baby? Then I'm sitting there side-eyeing. I don't think that's the family vacation I want. But we'll see what happens. Let me not put anything negative out there. Maybe
people that really do have like their yearly family vacations, I'd be looking jealous because I do be like, wow,
it's
y'all,
so nice.
It is so nice, especially when it's like one person could just be like, you know what, I'm paying for everybody, and it's normally an old white man.
That's how my uncle is with his family. They go on a family vacation like at least one a year, and they all go and they look like they're having fun and they're happy. And I know that now his household is ran a little different, but I'm sure he makes a decision. And everybody's good with it, and it just goes. He's paying for it. And I was telling my mama when she was asking, like, well, why can't we do this? I said, you're comparing yourself to people whose parents are paying for the trip. Mm-hmm. You want all of us to pay for our trip, which that's fine. We're all adults, but like, we gonna have a say-so. Mm-hmm. If you want everybody to shut up, you gotta have shut up money. Mm-hmm. Do y'all feel me?
You got to have
shut up money. I don't have shut up money. That's why I would go by myself. Because I can go by myself. I got shut up money for one. But for 20, 50 people, and she always want to invite extra people. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, some people might need to be swapped out. I'll keep y'all posted on this planning experience. But it's Mexico, a few different places in Mexico. Is where it's gonna be. I just crossed everything else off.
Ours is Nantucket or Disney World or Disneyland or Nantucket, and I've started doing the pricing, and I was just like, Meg, Disneyland is probably better because y'all got kids, and Zane is already in LA, and so then that cuts a cost there. Like we don't have to like get so. She's like, well, it can happen. I'm like,
what y'all gonna do in Nantucket with the little kids?
There's like a whale watching. There's a memory for my dad there. It's a special place for my dad. So it would be more of like when I put it in ChatGPT and they put together you can do the ferry, you can do, they're outside kids. So there's a lot of outside activities, whale watching. There was something else for kids. I can't remember, but it wouldn't be that long of a trip because Nantucket's a little expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
I'm like, them kids, they coming too? Yeah. Nantucket sound grown.
It's grown.
It's an adult place.
It is.
But
it is. That's why I was like, well, people love to send you an Instagram vacation. It's like, no, we not going.
And that's a highlight reel. Because now, who's really going to look into this place? Are we going to check availability? Are we going to check the cost? Are we going to check all of these things? Is it in your budget?
And then everybody got quiet.
You would.
Yeah, and I was like, it's doable, though. I was like, it's doable if we start doing it now. But y'all not about to have me locked into a deposit. And now at the end, I'm looking at everybody like, I don't want to go to Nantucket. So
where do you want to? You want to go to Disneyland too?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if it's a family trip, I really don't care where we go. Okay. But for me, like, I want to go to Napa. I really want to go to Portofino, Italy. Like, I want to go to Korea. Like, but we can't take them babies on that. Them gentle parenting kids be done got us kicked off the plane.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's too long.
Yeah.
Well,
let us know where your travels are this year.
And if y'all are planning family trips, do y'all have any tips or suggestions or tools, websites that you use besides the obvious that have, or maybe it's obvious to you and not me? Share them. Drop us a comment. We need to move on to weird sex, and then we have some other things. So
you said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
This week's weird sex. Somebody sent me the story on Instagram. And there was a calcified
What is that?
Deodorant cap in someone's body. So it's like calcium builds up on things in your body. And so it's like bone. But it was a plastic deodorant cap. So it's like this bone is encasing this plastic thing plastic foreign object in the body. I'm pulling up the picture so that you can see it. It looks so gross.
Wait, I don't think I quite understand.
So this is the calcium. So the calcium will build up in your body and it's attaching to this.
That was in someone's body because of deodorant?
No, the deodorant cap, like the top of they put the top in their body. Not deodorant on their body, but the top inside of their body.
Why?
That part, I don't know. So this happened in Poland. So these doctors discovered a calcified deodorant cap inside a woman's vagina 12 years after it was inserted by her partner. She told the doctors that she never sought help because she was embarrassed. For 12 years of deodorant stuck in your body. Okay, it had hardened into a mass made from calcified elements surrounding the plastic cap of the deodorant, nearly 10 centimeters wide, filling the entire vaginal canal. I feel like, don't they be like 9 centimeters dilated and the baby can come? That is too damn big to have a deodorant. Ain't no deodorant 10 centimeters wide. Why do you?
She wasn't in pain?
I guess not enough pain. Maybe she liked pain. Removal required a surgical incision and gradual breakdown of the mass. The foreign body had caused a science word, but it means bladder to vagina connection. Yuck. But miraculously, it healed on its own after 4 months of catheter care. That's when they stick that hole up there and get the little bags. Antibiotics and estrogen therapy. Imagine you have to go through all of that because you were embarrassed that you let somebody or that somebody put a deodorant cap in there. You couldn't get it out and you were just too embarrassed. Now you got to do all of this. But she made a full recovery and no further surgeries were needed. What would you have done if this happened to you? Would you ask for help or wait 12 years and
Would
hope
you
it
let
just...
your man do that?
I wonder... Y'all know when you stick stuff in your vagina, it's not like when you swallow something. It's not in your stomach. It's in your vagina.
I have so many questions for her. Like, how old was she?
And not
Did
your
she not get a
uterus,
period
but your
anymore?
vagina. I
Like,
don't know.
and then did he help her get help? Or is he even still around?
There was no mention of him.
Of course not. That nigga put a deodorant cap up in you.
I wonder what the purpose was. Like,
the only thing I could think of is, look, my mind immediately went to maybe he was trying to do a makeshift birth control. And he's like, if we put this in first.
oh, like a diaphragm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe that was it. Well, that's just silly. Y'all, please don't do that. Anyway, thank you to whoever sent me that story. Sorry, I forgot who sent it and I can't find it. But thank you for sending in that story. Y'all keep the stories coming, whether it happened to you or you see it on the internet. If it's wild and crazy and weird, send it my way. Before we move on to the topics, we do have a quick message from our sponsors over at VB Health. So I don't know why those people did what they did in that story. But I mean... Their libido was probably good at one point. She's definitely going to need some drive boost.
And she's
because
definitely
all of the
going to.
hormones are off. If your hormones are off, hopefully not from a deodorant cap, or, you know, you just need a little extra help. Maybe it's stress in life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's age. Maybe it's just you don't even know why, but you know you need to fix it. Check out Drive Boost. It is a supplement for sexual desire and your libido. And it is for both men and women. You can get the bottle and share. You pop some, I'll pop some, you know?
Yep, y'all, it's scientifically backed by these ingredients. Now, forgive me if I say them wrong because they sound like Game of Thrones characters. You got black maca, tribulus terrestris extract, tomcat olive, that's what I'm saying, and red ginseng. You guys, these are doctor-formulated supplements, which always gets me. You know that it's good for your health, good for that libido, and you know, sometimes we all need a little extra drive boost to get the thing going.
Mm-hmm. And if you're wondering how long it might take to work, everybody's body is different. Some people see results within 1 to 2 days of taking Drive Boost. Maca in particular has a relatively fast effect. Other ingredients take longer to show their full effect, and most people report seeing results after 1 to 2 weeks of daily use. So when you get your supplements, just go ahead and start taking them all the time. Don't think of it as something that you take right before sex. Mm-hmm. Incorporate it into your overall wellness routine, and when you're taking your supplements, try it out. VB Health also has a bunch of other supplements. I've been using a lot of the different ones that are strictly for your health. I love them.
I've been using a lot of the sleep help that they have.
Those sleep gummies.
And they taste
I think
good,
it's called
too.
Sleep Boost.
Sleep
Yeah, it tastes
Boost.
good. That works quickly.
It does. I use their protein powder, their magnesium. So you guys, 2026 is the year of getting it right, getting it healthy, and doing it the right way using good, reputable products. So if you're interested, which we hope you are, visit vb.health and use code CockTales for 10% off, or click the link in the episode description. That's vb.health and use code CockTales for 10% off, or click the link in the episode description. And now let's get back to the show.
Okay. Well, now that we're done with that, what are we talking about this week? Oh, the Lover Girl Survival Guide.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was a wonderful thing to talk about since we're on the heels of Valentine's Day. Valentine's. We're on the heels of Valentine's Day. How are you feeling about Valentine's Day?
I'm feeling different.
Do you like Valentine's Day?
It's cool. I don't really get super excited about it, but I'm not like, bah, humbug, I hate it.
It's just a normal day for you.
It's just like, I think about love and I try to spread love, but it's not one of my favorite holidays, I guess. I don't really make a ton of plans or try to do a whole lot around Valentine's Day. It's cold.
Yeah.
That usually beats it. It's cold. But I do have plans this year for Galentine's. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly for Valentine's. There's a few different people who are hosting Galentine's events, and so I'm going to go, and I enjoy doing that. But we'll see what happens for actual Valentine's Day. How you feel about it?
I love Valentine's Day. I love it even when I'm sad, even when I'm not. I love Valentine's Day because, like I said, it's a day of love. It's like whether you're loving on your friends, loving on somebody's son, loving on yourself, loving on your pet, loving on your parents, loving on a stranger. Like, I will never forget when I was a flight attendant, and I think I told this story several years ago on the show, but I was in my hotel room and I was crying and I was arguing on the phone with an ex-boyfriend, and I was like, "It's Valentine's Day." I can't remember what was it. Somebody was having me crying, and I was like, "You think I want to be in there by myself on Valentine's Day?" And the people that were next to me in the room, it was a couple. They heard me. Yes, I was so embarrassed. They came and knocked on the door, and I was like, and I tried to I was like, "Hi," and they were like, "You don't even have to act like you weren't just crying. We heard you." We heard you crying. And we went and got you a gift. And
oh, that's sweet.
It made me cry even more. And it was just, that's the essence of Valentine's Day to me.
That part I like.
If you're one of those girls, one of those lover girls, y'all, as chief lover girl, I get it. We be getting our feelings hurt and trying to come back. Like, Valentine's Day is the day to not be feeling sad and go pour the love into somebody else. And so that's how I be looking at Valentine's Day. It's not just about you have a relationship, you have a man, you have love in your life. And if you don't, go give some love to somebody in a healthy way.
One of my favorite memories growing up, my stepdad, every year, he would get me and my sister gifts for Valentine's Day. And I just remember it. And if he could, like, I guess depending on when Valentine's Day fell, he would come to school and have lunch with us. And those little things mattered.
They do.
And it didn't seem like such a big deal back then, but like as an adult, sometimes I look back on it and I just think about it and I'm just really thankful. Thanks, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he did do that for us and always made sure that we felt loved. He was the one coming to the daddy-daughter dances and doing all this stuff. So that's something I like. And like you said, it's not just romantic love. Although if you think you about to be getting something from me, you better be planning something. I can tell you that much now. Okay. Yeah. But I don't feel like it's the end of the world if you don't have some grandiose experience. I want to know. I think it's a day to remember who you love, why you love them, and show it.
Bitch,
however
who do you love?
Can. How does the rest of that go?
Bitch, who do you love? I don't even know.
Me either. Don't you hate when that happens? I be trying to and then I can't remember. Oh well. But okay, Galentine's, the stuff with Martin. I'm trying to remember what else I was going to say. I don't know. Joseph, not Joseph. He must be talking about me. Walker. Since Walker has been maybe like 2 or 3, he has been my Valentine and he gives some good gifts. Okay.
Really?
Yes. And we have spent several years together. I don't know what he's going to be doing this year. He's getting older. And so I just never know. Like, because he
y'all
says
are new here, Walker is Kiki's cousin.
Yeah. He's my little cousin, little redheaded baby that I post. Well, he ain't a baby. He's 10. But we have gone out to so many places and he has such a mature palate Like, he'll order a steak and he wants it medium rare. And I'm like, I ain't ordering you that because I think you need it cooked more. That's weird. But we have a good time and he's not picky. We don't have to go places with just chicken nuggets. And that I love. So I don't know if we'll do something this year. He might have a girlfriend. Hell, I don't know. Or he might be on there with Roblox. He's had a girlfriend, but we still be going out.
Was she black? Come on, Walker.
Walker likes black girls. Yeah.
I love that for him and her.
She black. Questions I need answers.
There was something you said that sparked something in me that I was going to talk about. Y'all, if it wasn't just the Snowmageddon, the fake delusional Snowmageddon, I would have decorated the table, but it was. And so we really risked our lives to get here. So I didn't get to get no decorations for Valentine's Day.
We can decorate next time
sure
for the
can.
episode that comes out the week after.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that Valentine's Day has the power to make some people, and I won't just say women and men, delusional
Yes.
if you're dating someone on Valentine's Day happens to come up as you're dating them? They're not your boyfriend or your girlfriend, but you are dating them.
Yes. I think that sometimes people have these ideas in their heads and their expectations might be far too great or maybe far too little too with someone. Like, you might think nobody is planning because you're just dating and they have a whole plan, and now you sitting there looking dusty and you ain't made no hair appointment, no nail appointment, no nothing. You're not feeling cute. Now you don't want to go. Or you could have been not accepting any invites to anything, anticipating that there would actually be a plan, and then there wasn't. And now you're sitting there delusional, sitting in your delusion and wondering what happened and why, and nobody ever said that they were making plans. I think the easiest way to combat that is talk about it.
Yeah, bring it up even if it's uncomfortable. That's what I think.
Like ask. Like, you could start off something as simple as, how do you feel about Valentine's Day? Do you celebrate? And open up that conversation.
Yeah.
And talk about it and see what they say. And I would say, don't do it in a way where it's like you're pressuring the person to do something or giving them an ultimatum. You can still be firm about it matters to you or something. And then if you are going to do an ultimatum or act like it really matters and it can be a deal breaker, well, you better break that deal on February 15th when you realize, because otherwise nobody can take you serious. What you think?
I think it definitely needs to be talked about. And it doesn't even have to be uncomfortable. I practiced it on New Year's Eve. There was a guy that we like have a good time together. It's not like sexual. It's like not really, I don't know. But like, he kept asking me to spend New Year's Eve with him. New Year's Eve is like a low-key like Valentine's Day. Like, you with people that,
this is who I'm choosing to bring the new year.
Right. You're gonna kiss somebody, you probably gonna have a little sex. Like, you know, you have a little, depending on what the vibes is, like, you know? And so
a lot of sex.
he kept asking me, like, to spend New Year's Eve with him. And I was like, in my mind, my spidey senses, when I was like, why do you need an answer now, nigga? It's December 13th. Like, why you need an answer now? And then I was like, it hit me in the middle of the night. Have you seen that trend going on, that reel where it's like, why I know things that people don't understand? It's like all these whispers and the people are waking. It's really funny. Anyway, so I was like, oh, you're trying to figure out which option to take. Let me take this into my own hands. So I said, hey, I'm just going to make this real unawkward, because it seems like I'm your first choice of New Year's Eve. And here's what you need to know. If you're looking for sex.
That hand slap. I wasn't ready. Okay. If you're looking for sex.
If you are wanting to, and because I want you to know, I am not going to be offended, but I am going to be offended if you try to trick me into some sex now. And you're going to be mad because that's not what you're going to get. Okay. So you're trying to go to the place. It's the club. You already know I'm not really trying to go. So it's not going to be fun with me. It's just not. It might be a hybrid of fun, but it also might be like, I'm going home at 10 o'clock. So you don't want to do this. I said, but I'm just going to tell you the stipulations. I don't want to stay at the club all night, and I'm really nervous to even drive there because people be dying. The crime rate and the it's just high on that holiday. Also, if you're looking to like someone to spend the evening with you, go with your other option. And he was like, and I was like, I know that's what you're doing. You don't have to confirm it. You're trying to make sure you're going to have a good, solid New Year's Eve. I am not that option. If you're having a family dinner, mom's gonna be in town, maybe your sister, maybe the bros, and like everybody's bringing their girlfriends, and you just want to bring somebody. We're going to dinner. We're gonna have some wine, maybe a little wine, and go home after. I'm that one. But if you were wanting to do the other stuff,
like the turn up,
yeah, go with the next girl. And he was like, all right. And I was like, yeah. I mean, that just saved us all. And so I feel like for Valentine's Day, if you know you're the type of woman or man where it's like you're dating someone and it's not serious yet, but Valentine's Day is coming up, don't be delusional. I would just be like, hey, I really like Valentine's Day. This doesn't have to be like a serious thing, but would you want to go to dinner? Like, I'm getting you a gift.
Do you want to go to XYZ? There's lots of different things going on.
Are you spending Valentine's Day with somebody? Like, where we at? Like, is this something we should do together? Because let me tell you, I'm leaving here with something.
Period.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing something with someone. I don't want it to be awkward. I like you, though. But, like,
but if that's not your thing, let me know.
Cool.
And I'll move down my roster. Okay?
And I think stuff like that really does help in the long run because have you ever had a friend who's married or in a serious relationship and they complain that their person doesn't do anything for them on Valentine's Day and they really do want them to? And it's like, y'all didn't never address this like before?
Yeah, that's something I always wonder, especially if this is who the other person is and you're in a committed relationship, so this ain't your first Valentine's Day. At what point do you either change your expectation, talk to them, or leave? Like, because you don't have a lot of options.
Yeah. In the beginning, it's one thing if you fake it, but in the beginning, if you're like, yeah, I don't really do Valentine's Day, cool. I won't be doing you.
Period. Because like what? We all have our things that we want, and I guess we're not aligned.
Yeah.
I have heard people say that, and I just wonder, like, what is it that you don't like or what is it that he doesn't like? Because it's never the men that I hear saying, oh, my girl doesn't really want to do anything for Valentine's Day. If they did, they'd probably be happy. But the girls will say like, oh, yeah, he doesn't plan this, or we were supposed to do this. And then you notice every year then plans get canceled. And it's just like, you don't want to talk about it, but that's all right. There's still an extra seat. There's always 2 extra seats at the reservation for Galentine's because we know how things go. We ain't got to talk about it if you're not ready. Come on. But like, if you're going to stay with this person who keeps leaving you disappointed and sad, why? Why do they say that they can't show up or they can't do anything? Or, I mean, I guess everybody is different. I know for me, I don't like you sent me a gift or you paid for something and that's my Valentine's. No, I would rather you not spend money and we spend time together and do something versus you spent money on just a gift. I want to spend time with people.
It depends.
Period. If we're not in the same place, in the same city, okay, I can understand that. But if we are both in Atlanta, I would like to spend some time with you on Valentine's Day. Why can't we not? There needs to be a valid reason. Sometimes, things happen, but a lot of times no. And I just, with my friends in particular who have said this, I'm always like, what is going on? Why do you accept the excuses all the time? And like, if it matters this much, are you downplaying how much it matters? Or what's going on? Because I don't want to hear about it after 3 years.
All I know is Valentine's Day is on. We're on its heels, y'all, and it's gonna break some people up and ghost some people. And so we're gonna give y'all a little survival guide to get through this Valentine's Day season. First of all, if you are gonna be alone, I just want to say maybe you could cook yourself a nice meal.
Romanticize your life.
Trader Joe's has these heart-shaped Valentine's Day pink and red pasta shells, and I think they're so cute. I got some of them. They're so cute, Kiki, and it's heart-shaped. They have heart shapes, and they have World Market has lip-shaped and rose shapes.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it cute? Like, make yourself a fun dinner, tasty dinner. Make a dessert, even if you don't make it from scratch. Go get something and act like you did. Put it in a little pot.
It can be like Sandra Lee semi-homemade and like halfway do it.
Yeah. Find yourself a good Netflix show. I recently watched this show that somebody told me to watch. And at first I was like, I'm not going to watch this. It was so good. Have you watched Soulmates? Girl, it's on Netflix. It's called Soulmates. It's like, have you ever watched the show Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like Black Mirror, but for relationships. So it shows the dark side of...
And it's a show, not a movie, right?
It's a show. It's a series. It is so good. So watch something like that. If you feel like a cry, don't do it, sis. Don't do the cry on Valentine's. Because I just feel like when you do the cry when you feel like a cry on a normal day is different than the Valentine's Day cry. The Valentine's Day cry and the birthday cry, you got to limit those.
The birthday cry is the worst. And I do it every year, pretty much.
The birthday cry.
It's always for something different. I mean, I just be feeling so unhinged.
My friend Erica, bless her heart, her birthday was in January, and I just could sense she was gonna have the birthday cry. I didn't even tell her I was coming over. I went over and I got some balloons and got her a gift, and I was knocking on her door, and she was like, "Why are you at my door?" I was like, "Bitch, because I know you in their birthday crying. Open the door."
It's important to have people like that.
It is. Because sometimes it do be years where there's something to cry. And then sometimes it's like, we just naturally want to do it. On Valentine's Day and on birthdays.
Residual cry. Sometimes you might be crying about something you know ain't going to go right in the future. I mean, you just never know. Just got to get them tears out. Sometimes it might have been a while. Your tear ducts are backed up. Got to make sure those bitches work.
I would also say book yourself some sort of like spa treatment or a med spa treatment or something to do with beauty. I love a good, last year on Valentine's Day when I knew I was going to be sad, I'm talking about knew it. That was a rough one for me. It was my first one alone and it was rough. I planned it a month in advance. I have this one planned. Now it's like a normal thing for me to just like go ahead and plan it to set the standard of like, we're going to be good. Like, we're going to be good. And also, like, when another man does come into my life and we're spending Valentine's Day together, like, you really do know, like, this is, like, a thing. I'm not about to, it ain't just about you, like, doing something. And so, I already have my Valentine's Day plan for this year, but plan it. Like, don't.
What are you doing?
I'm going to the gun range.
Oh, okay.
So, my gun coach was like, I'm purchasing my gun, but I'm really nervous. And she was like, what are you nervous about? I was like, really? I'm nervous because it's a firearm. And I was like, I don't want to take it home. She was like, well, that means you need to start going by yourself then to the gun range. You got to go by yourself.
Build that confidence.
Yeah, you have to build the confidence. And so I was like, you know what? That's what I'll do on Valentine's Day. I'm going to go to the gun range earlier in the day and then take myself to a nice dinner and maybe soak in the bathtub or something. Maybe like go on a little date. Maybe that's on like
It is so funny to me how you try to slide these dates in, slide these little things in there. Maybe go on a date.
I might, maybe, but I have my
You're going
portion
to the gun
of
range.
it. I'm going by myself. I'm not nobody's. I want to go by myself and make it a thing for me just to give myself love. But plan it, y'all. Don't plan the cry. Plan for the joy if you already know this is going to be sad. If somebody died around this time, if you had a breakup recently, if you ain't never had a Valentine, plan it now, bitch. If you live in Atlanta, send me a DM. Maybe we can go meet for coffee. We can't do no late night activity, but a little coffee.
Yeah, especially plan now. Think about if you do want to go out, you're not going to have a night in. You definitely need to make your reservations because nothing's worse than not having plans. And maybe it wasn't even like a sad moment, but you sad as fuck because you thought you were going to treat yourself to a nice dinner and you can't get no reservations. You go up to the place and you try to sit at the bar and it's no room at the bar.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. There's a place in Smyrna. It's called Mezzo Pasta or Pasta Mezzo. It's a very small little Italian spot. It's really good. Have you been?
I don't think so.
It's really good. It can only seat like maybe 20 people. And it's right next to a liquor store. You wouldn't think that it's a nice restaurant. It's nice and it's tasty. And I made my reservation super early. Now, mind you, I still had a little tear in there and I had too many glasses of wine. I called my ex-boyfriend's mom and I was crying. And then I was looking at all the couples coming in there and I was
That was
like,
last Valentine's?
It was, that part got a little, ain't nobody say it was going to be perfect. You might still shed a little tear.
But at least you weren't at home and alone.
And doing it all day. Now you
gotta wipe those eyes so you can make it back home.
Yeah, now you creating new Instagram pages to troll people. Don't y'all do that. Like really, I want y'all to plan a good, solid. Send us what you gonna do. Send us the plan.
And if you need suggestions, you can also hit us up. I can't guarantee that we can help, but we might be able to. We might have some suggestions. You should come with something. Don't show up with nothing.
They need a Valentine's Day hotline. I wish, like, if we had a hotline where the girls could call and be like, "I'm about to call him." No, like, no, girl, Rebecca, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Maybe we should try to set one up for February. If y'all want the hotline and y'all can just call and leave us messages, that would be funny. Yeah, I'll look into that.
That would be funny, but I'm sending y'all love.
What other things do you think that they need to do to get through this month of February?
Move your body. Move the emotions around in your body. If you can go to a hot yoga class, go to a hot yoga class. I'm always saying hot yoga because it's just so intimate and it's so needed. If you aren't, I don't know what day Valentine's Day falls on this year, but Friday nights and Monday nights, my girl Ayana teaches a hot yoga class and her hot yoga class is transformative. It is amazing. One is at ISO and one is at Beehive on the Beltline. Also, go take a walk on the Beltline. Go take a walk. Up your vitamins. Go to Whole Foods and start going through the aisles and just get your vitamins. Be healthy. Get your hair done. That always makes me feel, even if everything is in shambles, when I get my hair done.
Or a good pedicure and they scrub all that shit off the bottom of your foot.
And if you go get a pedicure, get the one that you don't never normally
Treat yourself.
get. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way. And there's plenty of shows. Now, I'm not going to be recommending any like romance shows or anything like that. But if y'all like a good thriller, anything with a mystery element, or even sci-fi, hit me up because I've got a lot of suggestions. I've been watching a lot of stuff. I watched this show called The Shining Girls on Apple TV.
Is it based off of The Shining?
Oh. Let me ask y'all a question. If everybody who's watching or listening, leave a comment and answer, but I want you to answer too. Imagine that every day you woke up, you didn't know exactly where you were because the reality around you kept changing. And so you start keeping a journal that you had under your bed. Even though when you wake up, sometimes your bed is a different bed than what you remember going to sleep in, but you can always find your journal. And so you date it and you put everything there. Could you imagine living your life like that?
It sounds like Alzheimer's.
Yeah, but you are in your 20s.
Why is this happening? That's The Shining Girls? I think I would watch something like that.
Yeah, it was good. And it's trauma has happened. And so something has happened and there's lots of things. I don't know how to explain it without giving the whole show away, but it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've told y'all a million times, I really like time travel and stuff like that. It's not really time travel, but there are some alternate timelines that are bleeding into each other. So that's what gives it sci-fi, but it's really more so drama. And then I thought it would be so interesting if there was a movie like that. You know how like they're like, okay, think about a man who wants to have a bunch of women. Or let's say a man who does have a bunch of women and he's constantly juggling them. And then when they find out, of course, you know, the women get mad and then it's a problem. He wishes that he could have all of the women and they never find out about each other. He makes this wish. He wakes up one day, the wish is true, but he didn't realize the catch to the wish would be every day you wake up, you don't know where you are. That would be an interesting movie. I think I could make that a rom-com. Anyway, that's The Shining Girls. Watch that. I'm about to watch Runaway, and there's a few other ones. I also suggest Landman. I think the second season is done. That was really good.
Is Runaway about slaves?
No. I think it's Runaway Kids or something.
Have you watched Weapons?
Yes, I watched Weapons.
Is it good? I saw it popped up. It's good. Is it scary? Because I was like, am I going to be scared?
You won't be scared.
Okay, I gotta watch it.
I don't think you'll be scared to like watch it at night at home by yourself. It's weird stuff, not ghost scary.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been watching a lot of different stuff, so I've got some suggestions, and I'm just ready for my favorite show of all to come back from. I think it's coming back in April. That's what it's called. It's From.
Oh, From. I couldn't get into that one.
I love that show. I love it, and I cannot wait. I've been on Reddit going through. I need to just binge all of it all over again so I can be refreshed and ready to go. But yeah, send us what y'all are watching. If you need suggestions, ask me. I got you.
Yes, and if you need someone to tell you don't call that nigga or to call that nigga, slide in our DMs and let us know. Also, if you really are like, dang, I don't want to do any of those things, you can always go and do some acts of service. You can always go and volunteer somewhere. So, and if you need some options, let me know. Let me know and I will send you some. But please, y'all, I want y'all to be happy and not sad. And please.
Yes, you will have a good Valentine's Day this year. And on that note, we're going to move on to the advice before we get out of here. Why they do fucked up stuff, I don't know, child.
You need to go on dates in that luteal phase.
Especially when they claim to love you. They be lying. If you want to get some advice from us, make sure you email us at advice@cocktailspod.com. Okay, so if you have a question that you would like for us to answer on Cocktails, make sure that you email us advice@cocktailspod.com.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure we didn't read this. Ooh, this one a little long. Okay. Okay. Hey, Queens. First off, I just want to say I love your podcast. Truly. You make me laugh and somehow turn dark days into light. I listen on my way to work, and no exaggeration, sometimes it's the highlight of my day. That means so much when people be saying that. Thank you. I don't have a cocktail, but I do have a story or advice situation from this past year in 2025. I've always been very intentional about who I date. People love to tell me my standards are too high, but I feel they're very reasonable. Loyalty, honesty, respect. I'm 30. I'm turning 31 in April. Aries. Let's rewind to fall of 2024. I went to Seattle with a friend to watch a Seahawks game and met a mutual friend of my bestie, someone she went to college with years ago. We hit it off. He wasn't the most attractive or athletic guy I've dated, very much a short king with confidence. But I liked that he was kind. Excuse me. Or so I thought. We talked every day, hours of calls and texts. We met a few more times and officially started dating in early December 2024. I asked all the questions. Yes, like an interview. Do you have a girlfriend? Are you seeing anyone? What are your goals? Where do you see yourself in the future? Oh, I'm bored hearing these. How many close female friends do you have? Everything checked out. The only downside, long distance, 4 hours apart. Never doing that again. Also, he can't drive. Just a terrible driver and has awful road rage. People don't talk about that enough. When you're not a good driver, how unattractive that is as a man. I don't care. Why don't you know how to drive, nigga?
Right. I don't like it either.
You're not concerned about nobody's safety?
Right. You just out here like you playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, and road rage is a character flaw. Run. Okay. Awful road rage when it's most of the time is his fault. Best part, he lives in the city and sucks at parallel parking. And
hell no. You can't parallel park.
Why can't you parallel park? I can parallel park.
Me too. Did he get his license in Georgia? No shade to everybody in Georgia, but I don't know that y'all really got to go through driver's ed for real all the time, and that is concerning.
I learned how to parallel park in Atlanta from a crackhead. I was embarrassed. I was in front of a restaurant. I had a window. Everybody was looking. I was like, y'all not eating y'all's food. Why y'all watching me park? And then the crackhead man came and was like, I got you, shorty. And I was like, thank you, sir. Okay, he sucks at parallel parking. And if you have been to Seattle, that's all they do here. Not only have we been to Seattle.
And it's wet.
And we almost got hit by cars. Remember, several times.
A lot. Oof.
We agreed to see each other once a month. Things felt great. I met his friends, his coworkers, and his brothers, his family. His family lives in Georgia. Brother lives in Seattle. For our birthdays in March and April, we took a 10-day trip to Greece. That's cute.
Ooh.
With 4 of his friends. My first international trip. Celebrating our 30th birthdays together. That's so cute. He treated me well. I feel like God using him as a lesson. You better be crying on Valentine's Day. He treated me well. Nothing perfect, but nothing alarming. While in Greece, he pulled me aside and told me his ex had been reaching out. Said she was crazy. I wish a nigga would. I can't imagine hitting my ex up and he telling the girl I'm crazy. I'm about to... Said she was crazy and warned me she might contact me and tell him if she did. This sounds like a Lifetime movie. She never did. So I moved on and enjoyed the vacation while he stayed stressed. As the year went on, communication slowly declined. He works from home, but suddenly the excuses stacked up. Gym, overslept, work meetings. I work in medical, so I'm usually asleep by 8 or 9 p.m. and start the day early, 6 a.m. His starts at 8 or 9 a.m. He'd call around 9:30 p.m. knowing I was probably asleep. And if I answered, he'd rush the call so I wouldn't lose sleep. Sir, you already woke me up. I started to call him out on some different things. I even offered to end things. He begged, cried, promised to change. Communication improved until it didn't. Same pattern, different day, same damn excuses. We spent most holidays together and even planned a Leavenworth Oktoberfest trip. But earlier, I had been very clear. If you're done, say it. If you cheat, tell me. I won't beg, and I didn't. Then everything unraveled. His brother's ex DM'd me and asked me to call her once I got home. I was with him in Leavenworth at the time.
Ooh, we getting to the tea now.
We talked for 2 hours.
She must have been on the Greece trip.
She told me he had cheated with 5+ women that same year and that he had been seriously dating another girl at the same time as me from October through December 25th. This sounds like when this happened with...
And it's just January. I was thinking that too.
That girl, the crazy ex from Greece. I got her number. We talked for hours. We're now friends.
4 hours?
Damn. Along with a few other exes. Oh, wait.
No, it's the ex-girlfriends club. Okay.
I always kind of thought that was it. I can't be a part of that. Okay. Turns out the real red flag wasn't long distance. It was him.
Yeah.
I later found out he had a DUI, a charge for robbing a prostitute. Yes.
I know you fucking lying.
Really. And had served time for it. A history of STDs. Thankfully, I didn't catch anything. Thank you, Jesus. Looking back, the narcissistic traits were there. But yeah, we know. But long distance kept him on his best behavior since we only saw each other for a few days at a time. I eventually posted him in Are We Dating the Same Guy? Are people still doing that?
Yeah, there's a ton of Facebook groups.
Wow.
I don't ever post, but I'm in there because I'm ready to snitch on y'all's lying asses.
He found out very quickly and threatened to sue me, which is wild for someone who hates cops and sucks at driving. I left it up and I blocked him.
What he gonna sue you for, bitch?
What hurt the most? All of his friends, men and women, knew exactly who he was and how he treated women. And not one of them said a word. I later found out he took a trip to Puerto Rico with the same group I went to Greece with. I wasn't allowed to go. I wasn't allowed to go because it was guys only, except a few girls would just happen to be there. Turns out he brought a girl he'd been seeing since June. The real reason I couldn't go. I tried messaging her, but her account is private. I'm sure he's already labeled me crazy. So here's my advice to the women. If you giving know advice. A guy...
Thank you, sis. Because you went through it. She just solved her own issue. She just trying to help.
Yeah, she is. But I'm just telling you right now, the moment I see your road rage, it's a wrap for me. I don't need to deal with anything else. To the women, if you know a guy is cheating, help a queen out. DM her. Send proof. Say something. I don't know about that, but this is what she's telling y'all to do. Even become friends if you need to.
That's a bit manipulative. Now we crossing into... crazy territory.
Yeah, this is sounded like Yolanda Saldivar.
Okay.
Silence only protects the man, not the women he's hurting. He might even make the girl sound like a villain just to save his peace, but in reality, he's just a clown. He's a clown playing games. To the men, some of you will never fully grasp. I don't know if they still listening, friend. Some of you will never fully grasp the pain you inflict. You'll play victim while lying, cheating, and hurting people you claim to care about.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself.
You learn she's gonna be crying. I'm so sorry, sis. It's not funny. This is rough.
He was in Seattle, not her, thank God.
You learn our vulnerabilities just to use them against us later. And you twist the story to make us feel small.
That's what they do, bitch. What you think we've been talking about for 10 years?
The advice, if you hurt someone, own it. Growth starts with honesty, not defensiveness. Stop weaponizing emotions you were trusted with. If you're not healed enough to be truthful, don't step into someone else's heart. Accountability is not an attack. It's the bare minimum. And to everyone listening, when women compare notes, the truth always comes out. Thanks for everything you do. Keep being amazing. With love. I'm not going to say your name. We dated for 11 months, and when I dumped him, he begged, cried, and still lied, saying he didn't know where this was coming from, even when I had physical proof of him cheating, looking like a damn idiot. I blocked him and moved on, embracing my single era. I never needed him anyways.
Now clock that T, because you sure didn't, and you can do bad by yourself. You can lie to your own damn self. You don't need somebody else to do it. Got you sitting here looking crazy. Now you question everybody and giving all these people advice that they ain't even gonna take.
Yeah.
But...
You gave a piece of advice. I just got to counter real quick. I don't know that we should be befriending exes and trying to make a friend group of exes, because that just sounds like a recipe for disaster. I do know some people where they've become really good friends with exes. I don't quite understand it, but I get it if that's what you have to do. But don't just be like, let me message everyone and find everyone. I don't believe in keeping the energy around of negativity, and it can just turn into now we just sitting around talking about niggas doing us wrong.
Because what's happening is you're just forming a trauma bond with these other girls, and you don't really want any sort of relationship, friendship, romantic, or whatever, where the root is a trauma bond. Let me tell you, I done been through that too many times. You don't want it. It's gonna be just as messy in the end. You don't want it. But what you could say to women is, not that everybody needs to go tell, but it would be nice if we could all just like not deal with people who were involved and we knew it. But girl, don't hold your breath on that one. And to the men, you're right. But I don't think they was listening, like you said. But a lot of what you said is right. It sounds like you've been doing a lot of reflecting. I just hope that you're okay. Don't worry about them other bitches, and don't worry about his friends, and don't worry about everybody, and you feeling like you looking like a damn idiot. Oh, well. Sometimes you be looking like an idiot.
Yeah.
And it's just life.
Yeah.
But you learn from it. It doesn't sound like you want to go through this again.
Yeah, the only way we would confirm that you are an idiot is if you are laid up right now with that nigga.
Yeah, if that bottom part said, well, I took him back 50 more times, then be like, all right now, bitch.
And I also just want to say this. I'm pretty sure I've said this before. Y'all, long distance doesn't work. It just don't, unless he don't have hands and feet. So, I mean.
What makes it work then? Because I feel like they got wheelchair assistants in that goddamn airport. Can't nobody roll his ass up there. I mean, my 600-pound life people.
They be cheating.
They be cheating. They be going on dates and they be seeing each other. I mean, the date might be in the bed. That is also the kitchen and the bathroom and everything else. But they be with their people. So it's just like, where there's a will, there's a way. They make it out of the house to get them bariatric surgeries. They might have to put them on a dolly. But
long distance doesn't work. I don't know how many times everybody has to do it to realize that it just doesn't.
I think that when it comes to long distance, somebody got to move.
Somebody has to move.
You can meet long distance, but it cannot stay that way. And yeah, that's a conversation y'all got to have. But you don't need to have it with him. You don't need to say shit else to him with his lying, cheating, dirty dick having ass.
You a lie. Keisha and Rhonda, and they was both at home. I just had to say that.
I'm telling you. Okay, well, that's it for cocktails this week. You guys, we don't have a cocktail for you, but make sure you sign up on Patreon, patreon.com/cocktails. Follow us on Instagram. We're at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So. And Medina is sleeping.
I'm a Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.